Hello and welcome to another showcase here on Dark Souls 3. Now, in the cold, you'll find the followers. Bunch of ugly motherfuckers they are. Man, they're ugly, wearing stupid hats. Coneheads, I like to call them. Ice cream cone, you know, cold, yeah, whatever. Today's weapon is the Followers Saber. Now, a saber is it's pretty much a very common, more modern blade, but I'll get into that later. The description of this weapon reads, great curved sword wielded by the Pharaoh followers. Its great weight enables heavy-handed chain attacks. The followers brandish their swords to hunt warriors taken by the abyss. Their technique is honed to face men. Okay, no surprise there. Applying it, those yet to lose to their human aspect are the likeliest prey. It also has a unique skill compared to most curved swords, which is the parrying wedge. A chain attack that wedges below the foes and swings upwards to break their guard. Strong attack can be used for follow-up an onslaught with a fatal blow. That sounds very distinctive. Very well description. Good job. Description actually won this time. Good job with it. It has been trying across this entire catalog. Now, visually, the weapon is almost very iconic of the Brickwad. I think I pronounced that right. It is a French military saber. Now, sabers have been used throughout history. They usually come in more shapes. Sometimes they're very curved, but they don't need to be. The French Brickwad was both a cavalry saber and an on-foot saber. So, you can use it from horseback. It's nice and light, yet hefty enough to do real damage, and same thing goes on the ground, where it wasn't so heavy you couldn't swing it. It was just a perfect balance. So that's pretty neat. It looks very closely resembling this sword, which is nice. Very good. Now, moving on to the stats of the Follower's Saber. Physically, well, compared to most curved swords, we actually got above physical, which is different. We got 112, and we got more than half that in bonus damage, which is very nice. So far, so good. Now, on the attribute bonus, we got 2Ds. One for strength, one for dexterity, which is okay. Attribute requirement is pretty minuscule. You only need 9 strength and 14 dexterity. So far, it is the easiest weapon to wield in the DLC. Now, for the special move, we got the Parrying Wedge, which takes 9 FP to start and 9 for the follow-up, so not very expensive at all. The weight of the weapon is 4.0. They claim to have a lot of heft to the weapon, but it doesn't really seem that heavy compared to a lot of stuff we wield in this game. Going on to the animations of Follower's Saber, it borrows from mainly the curved sword set. So we can see that in the basic attack. Very rapid lunges. Power attack is a very well-timed heavy slash. And the two-handed light attack is very nice rapid lunges left to right. Though not as fast as other sabers though. Or curved swords is what I meant to say. And the two-handed power attack is a very heavy slash upwards and downwards. The light rolling attack is pretty much equivalent to a heavy slash, but rather rapid. And the same can be said for the heavy rolling attack, just more well-timed and heavier. Using the weapon offers no new animations whatsoever, so it's rather pointless. Now on to the special move. Very unique looking, and you got that final blow right there overhead. So let's see it again. Very neat. Very quick. And the sprint attack is the rapid upward slash from the other curved sword set. Now, when upgrading the Follower's Saber, you'll need Titanite shards. Nothing special to this weapon, so Titanite shards will do. And you get a modest upgrade for both base damage and the bonus. You get around 11 to 10 for the base damage and 9 to 10 for the bonus. So that's alright. We can see that going forward. So on the third upgrade, the attribute bonus for dexterity goes to a C, which is also good. We kind of figured that with the attribute requirement. You can see the upgrade going very nicely, very smoothly. No real surprises here, but oh well. And the attribute bonus for strength remained the same at D. But oh well, this weapon could be infused if you wish, but for now I'll proceed as it is. Which still has plenty of damage. Certainly plenty of damage. Okay, one of the main problems with sabers is they have a heavily impacted by armor. This weapon the same. You try. Okay, basic attack was 200. It's not bad. That's really not that bad. Alright, let's try backstab. Almost 500 damage. That is plenty. And I don't think this weapon is impacted by armor. Let's see. It's a special move. It does over 1000 damage. Okay, maybe a little bit. Do 300 damage against these guys. And only do 200 against the about a little bit more than 200 than against the armored knights. Since it is impacted by armor, unfortunately. But oh well. Let's see if we can go through his shield. I'm not so sure the basic attacks can, but maybe the special can. It's pretty heavy looking. Now, let's get this guy to defend. Light attack, or I'll start with a heavy attack. And we see a ricochet right off. Ooh, look at that. The special went right through and even got my final blow in. Again, very nice. I wonder if they'll work on the Gorgile. That special is quite powerful, I will say that much. It does leave me a little bit open at the end, but providing I do the follow-up attack. But yes, pretty powerful. But can I go through a Gorgile shield? I have my doubts. I don't think 3 hits are enough. Let's try it nonetheless. Alright. Yeah, it did go through. Very nice. It actually goes through shields pretty good. Those are some pretty heavy hits then. Let's try those heavy hits against the Black Knight. Now, curved swords, this weapon is rather good. I wouldn't say it's heavy DPS, but it's sort of... I just fucked that up, didn't I? But it's a good hefty enough damage to it. More than the other curved swords. So I'd say it's probably a good leg up of every other curved sword in the game. Very nice. I was expecting, like, something average, but I walked away with something pretty good. Love this DLC. Moving on to the pros and cons of the Followers Saber. On the pro side, it's got an incredibly powerful special attack. It can break through shields pretty easily with that special attack. And to be honest, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I could say good damage. I'll at least say that much. Now, on the con side, however, this weapon is impacted by armor. It is penalized, like every other curved sword. And the special does leave you a little vulnerable after using it. Because you got that pause where your character like just stands there and act pretty. But again, that's the only true cons of this weapon. Otherwise, it's a fairly good weapon. But let's move on to the score. For damage, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. That special really took it far. Reach, well, 5 out of 10. No longer than a longsword. Animation, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. It really didn't offer anything new in animation, didn't use the full curved sword set animation. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. At least that special was unique. The bonus, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It was respectable. It was pretty decent. This, I'm also going to give it a 7 out of 10. Of all the curved swords, this one certainly is the strongest. Bar none, at least of the plain curved swords. Not talking about the great curved swords, the large ones, just the regular sized ones. So with all that said, the Followers Saber gets 31 out of 50, which is exceptional. Yet again, another exceptional weapon from the DLC. Pretty good. So far, so good. So there you have it. I expected average weapons, and I got exceptional weapons. Which is the running joke, apparently, for this DLC. Keeps coming out to the same rough score area. But it's better than the ones in the base game. Most weapons in the base game fall beneath 25 points. In my opinion, anyway. So far, I'm very impressed with all the weapons. They seem properly balanced, they don't seem overpowered, but yet they seem like a good improvement. Which is needed. I like it. That's been Showcase for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care out there.